Hey everyone, and welcome back to Mindful Insights. Today, we're diving deep into a topic that's close to all of our hearts: unhappiness. We're going to explore 10 hidden reasons why you might be secretly unhappy. But here's the good news. We're not just going to identify the problems, we're going to talk about how to address them, how to start choosing joy. It's about understanding ourselves better and taking small but powerful steps towards a more authentically joyful life. So many of us are living on autopilot. We go through the motions day after day, but there's a lack of spark, a lack of real, true passion. Think about it. When was the last time you felt truly excited about something? If you're struggling to remember, it might be time to hit the pause button and reconnect with your passions. It's about finding those little sparks in your everyday life. Maybe it's painting, maybe it's volunteering, maybe it's learning a new language or learning to play a musical instrument. Those sparks of passion are the breadcrumbs leading you back to a life that feels meaningful and fulfilling. Let's talk about social media for a moment. It's become such a pervasive part of our lives, and while it can be a wonderful tool for connection, it can also be a breeding ground for unhappiness. We're constantly bombarded with images of other people's highlight reels, their perfectly curated lives, and it's so easy to fall into the trap of comparison. But here's the truth. Social media is not real life. The key to breaking free from the comparison trap is to cultivate a sense of gratitude for what we have and focus on creating more than consuming. Focus on your own journey, your own growth, and celebrate your own achievements. Next time you catch yourself doom scrolling, pause, reflect, and redirect that time into your passions. We often think of our physical and mental health as separate entities, but the truth is, they are deeply intertwined. When we neglect our physical health, when we don't get enough sleep, when we fuel our bodies with processed foods, when we don't move our bodies enough, our mental health suffers. The good news is that even small changes to our physical health can have a profound impact on our overall well-being. Start by focusing on the basics. Get enough sleep, aim for 7 to 8 hours of quality rest each night, nourish your body with whole, unprocessed foods, and find ways to move your body regularly. Even a 30-minute walk each day can make a world of difference. When you feel good physically, you're better equipped to handle stress and experience the fullness of life. We've all been hurt, we hold on to grudges, we harbor resentment, and we allow the past to dictate our present and our future. But here's the thing about holding on to anger and resentment: it's like drinking poison and expecting the other person to die. Forgiveness is not about condoning someone else's actions. It's about releasing ourselves from the grip of the past. Forgiveness is a process, and it's not always easy. But it's a journey worth taking because it's the only way to truly free ourselves from the weight of the past. Remember, forgiveness is not a sign of weakness, it's a sign of strength. We are social creatures wired for connection. And yet so many of us struggle with loneliness and isolation. In our fast-paced, technology-driven world, it's easy to feel disconnected, even when we're surrounded by people. But here's the truth. We need connection like we need air to breathe. The good news is that it's never too late to cultivate meaningful connections. It starts with making a conscious effort to prioritize relationships. Reach out to friends and family, schedule regular phone calls or video chats, and make time for face-to-face interactions. Remember, connection takes effort, but the rewards are immeasurable. Fear is a natural human emotion, but sometimes, fear can hold us back from creating the life we truly desire. It can keep us trapped in our comfort zones, preventing us from taking risks, pursuing our dreams, and reaching our full potential, leading to underlying unhappiness. The truth is, failure is not the opposite of success, it's part of the journey. Every successful person has faced setbacks, made mistakes, and learned from their experiences. Courage is not the absence of fear, it's feeling the fear and doing it anyway. What is one small step you can take today to move towards something you're afraid of? Our minds are incredible things, but they can also be our own worst enemies, trapping us in a cycle of overthinking, worrying, and sometimes in the illusion that happiness is always one step away. The arrival fallacy. The key to quieting the inner critic and finding peace in the present moment is mindfulness. Mindfulness is the practice of paying attention to the present moment without judgment. Meditation is a powerful tool for cultivating mindfulness. Even just a few minutes of meditation each day can help to calm the mind, reduce stress, and increase focus and clarity. Another helpful practice is to focus on your senses. Remember, you are not your thoughts. You are the observer of your thoughts. Saying yes is often seen as a virtue, but constantly saying yes, especially when it comes at the expense of our own needs, can lead to burnout, resentment, and a deep sense of unhappiness. Setting boundaries is about recognizing that our time, energy, and emotional capacity are limited resources. It's about learning to say no to the things that drain us, so we can say yes to the things that light us up. When we take care of ourselves, we're better equipped to show up for the people we care about. Setting boundaries can feel uncomfortable at first, especially if you're used to people pleasing. But remember, you're not responsible for other people's feelings. Setting boundaries is an act of self-love. We live in a culture that often encourages us to suppress our emotions, but suppressing our emotions doesn't make them go away. Emotional literacy is the ability to identify, understand, and express our emotions in a healthy and constructive way. It's about acknowledging our feelings, allowing ourselves to feel them fully, and then letting them go. Allowing yourself to feel your emotions, even the difficult ones, is an act of self-compassion. If you're struggling to process your emotions, journaling can be a helpful tool. Or talk to a trusted friend, family member, or therapist. Remember, you don't have to go through this alone. Our minds have a negativity bias, but in today's world, this negativity bias can often lead us to focus on what's wrong, what we lack, and what's missing from our lives. Gratitude is the antidote to negativity bias. When we cultivate a habit of gratitude, we shift our perspective from lack to abundance. There are countless ways to practice gratitude. Remember, gratitude is not about ignoring the challenges in our lives. It's about recognizing that even in the midst of difficulty, there is always something to be grateful for. Remember, happiness is a journey, not a destination. It's about making small, conscious choices each day that lead us towards a more fulfilling and joyful life. I'd love to hear which of these hidden reasons resonated with you. Share your thoughts in the comments below. And if you found this video helpful, please like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. See you in the next video.